let's get straight into it and make the ground. Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel. So today we're visiting a ground that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and that is Anfield, the home of Liverpool, as we've got Liverpool versus Sevilla in a friendly. So in today's video, I've got my thoughts pre and post-match, as well as match day vlog itself, and then at the end of the video, we've been a new ground on the channel, we're going to rate the ground. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So just before we do, if I could ask a huge favour from you guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and like this video, whether you're an old or new viewer. Let's aim for 50 likes on this video. Any support goes a long way and is greatly appreciated. But anyway, enough about that stuff. Let's get into my pre-match thoughts. So starting with the home team, Liverpool, they finished in 3rd place out of 20 teams last season in the Premier League. But the biggest change this year is there is no Jurgen Klopp. It is Arne who is at the wheel. He did a fantastic job as Feyenoord manager, and he now comes in to take over Liverpool. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does this year. Is it going to be a transition year? Are they just going to kind of start from where they left off last season? Yes, it's going to be interesting to see how they do. But as for Sevilla, they had a bit of an off-season last year, finishing in 14th out of 20th in La Liga. They usually, like I say, they're known for winning Europa League pretty much every single year. They're always in the top 7, so to finish that low down's pretty crazy, to be honest with you. And they're only 8 points, away from the relegation zone as well. So, a couple of results here and there, and you can get dragged right into it. So, yeah, a bit of a weird one for Sevilla, that. But yeah, it should be a good day, to be fair. I am really looking forward to it. Probably now I've done Tottenham, this is the ground I've been wanting to do the most. I've been for stadium tour, but I've never been for an actual match itself. So, really looking forward to the day. Like I say, getting the train down there. It's an 12:30 kickoff. It's going to go to the match first, and then have a bit of time in Liverpool. Probably go to the Catering Club and do a few other bits before getting the train back to Doncaster. So, anyway, let's get this match day vlog started. I've just been to the Rovers Accrington game, so I'm filming this the night before. So let's go to the day of the match then. Let's head on down to Liverpool and see how today's game goes.
Silver Aquarium and Elsie Gold Stangham and all those affected. The silence will start and end on the referee's whistle.
We're on the way.
The ball.
Oh! Have a shot.
Yes.
Oh! Wow! What a shot! Wow! Half-time 3-0 to Liverpool. But that is, there's absolutely no leg room. Got that. Oh, that's good goal. Full time 4-1 up to Liverpool. at full time, it finished Liverpool 4, Sevilla 1. It's now the next day, as you can probably tell. I was absolutely shattered when I got back last night. I was up from 6 and didn't get in until 10 at night after a long train journey home. So, yeah, concluded a very, very good day, but a very tiring one as well. And it was fantastic to finally get to experience Anfield. And yeah, you know, just take it all in, and a great city as well in Liverpool. I do really like Liverpool as a city. So yeah, it was a really good day, to be honest with you. And yeah, really enjoyed my time. It was a great game as well. Another 4-1. It's been a weekend of 4-1s for me, with the Rovers the day before finishing 4-1 as well. And I tell you what, it's just so great to watch, you know, Salah and Diaz on the wings. You know, just for pace, for play at. The trickery they've got, it's just so good to watch in person. And yeah, it really just does show the class of the top teams. But yeah, very, very happy to finally get to Anfield. It's been a bit of a bucket list one for me, to be honest with you. So I feel very lucky this season. I managed to do the San Siro, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and Anfield, which are all very high up on the list. So yeah, a good game all in all, and I guess all we've got now to do is rate the ground. Okay, so it's time for Rate the Ground. So if you're new to the channel, what we do is for each new ground we visit, we'll give them a rating on 5 different categories. So we've got pre-match, catering, the ground, the atmosphere, and the overall enjoyment. Each category is going to get a score out of 5, giving it a total score out of 25, and then we're going to put them into a table with all the other grounds we have visited this season. So this time it is the turn of Liverpool. So without further ado, let's get straight into it and rate the ground. So we're going to start off with pre-match then. So what is there to do before the match? So Liverpool's a fantastic city. It's about 2 miles out from the city centre, Anfield. So we walked on the way back. We got an Uber on the way there just because of time, so we can get there in time. But like I say, Liverpool has got so much stuff to do. You are really spoilt for choice. And there's stuff around the ground as well. They've got like a fan zone. It is very busy around the ground before kickoff. It is extremely busy. So my advice would probably be, if it's not an early kickoff like we had, go into Liverpool first and then get an Uber into Anfield. But yeah, plenty to do. It's a very, very good one. Like I say, I'm only going to score not the score a bit because it's quite far out, but in terms of Liverpool, pretty good in my opinion. It's going to get a 4 out of 5. Next up, we've got catering, and this is quite a hard one to judge because nothing bad about it, but nothing too sparkling either. The best thing about it were, in my opinion, just like the service, because at a lot of grounds, you'd be queuing for quite a long time. There weren't really any bad queues, and to be honest, I was very surprised at the price. It were a lot cheaper than I thought it were going to be, which is really good. I got a Scouse pie, which actually tasted really nice. It was very hard to eat, but it were very nice and nearly burnt my hand off. It's the hottest pie I have ever had in my life. Nearly burnt my hand carrying it back to my seat. In terms of drinks, it was bottles of Carlsberg, which I don't mind, to be fair, especially on a warm day like this. It was really refreshing to have a cold bottle of Carlsberg. So it's hard because nothing really brilliant, but like I say, there could have been a lot that went wrong and it didn't. So I'm gonna go for a 3 out of 5 for the catering. Next up, we've got the ground, and while we're there, my dad actually asked me, like, how does this compare to the other grounds I've done? And it's quite a hard one to answer. For me, nothing's going to beat the San Siro. I think that's, in a league of its own. It's hard to say compared to Tottenham because I didn't go to a full Tottenham, but it's definitely up there. It's one of the best I've been to in this country. So yeah, you cannot fault the ground at all. It's absolutely fantastic, full of character, full of history, unbelievable. So it's getting nothing else than a 5 out of 5. Okay, let's move on to a topic that I'm sure everyone's got different opinions on, and that is the atmosphere. So is it, the rumoured Anfield atmosphere, is it just a myth like people say, or is it really good? Well, it's hard to say. When You Never Walk Alone comes on, that is absolutely class. I mean, it's one of them goosebump moments. But like I say, after that, for the rest of the game, there weren't really a lot, to be fair. It was quite quiet, to be honest with you, not a lot of atmosphere. There were a few chances going down again, but apart from that, not many. But you have to remember as well, it is only a friendly. But I have heard other people say that about Anfield. I'd love to be there on a European night. I'm sure it's a lot better on one of them nights. But I'm going to go off what I saw here. I'm not going to be too harsh because you never walk alone with class, but apart from that, there weren't a lot. So overall, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. And finally, we've got overall enjoyment. I've had a cracking day. It's been a really good day from start to finish. Absolutely knackered at the end of it, but that is because it has been so good. Like I say, experience in Anfield, you know, just walking around the place, you can feel the history. Watching the game, like walking out to your seat, that was just unbelievable. And listening to You Never Walk Alone, watching a fantastic game of football, and then going into Liverpool later on. It has been a fantastic day. Really enjoyed it, and it is going to get a 5 out of 5. So this gives Liverpool a total score of 20 out of 25, which means we have a new leader for the season at the minute. Liverpool go to the top of the table. And like you say, when you visit these things, it is like, you know, a one-off in a season, so it is absolutely fantastic. So I'm not surprised it has gone to the top, to be fair. However, 20 is not the highest score, so you know, I see room for a few teams possibly beating that this season. So we'll have to wait and see how the season goes, but very happy to have gone to Liverpool, and I'm looking forward to going to plenty more throughout the season. So until then, I'm going to leave this video here. So thank you very much for watching. If you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel and like the video, whether you're an old or new viewer. Any support really helps the channel grow and is greatly appreciated from me. Also remember to follow my social media at Adam Gittings PT on pretty much everything. And the next match you'll see on the channel is going to be on the Tuesday. We've got Rosenton Main versus Gaul. So in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.